Right, so this is a late 90s AEG 72600 update. Oco leather mat. Oco meaning eco, and leather mat meaning washing machine, well, washer. And it's technically overly advanced for AEG. I mean, compared to Miele, this is even still quite overly advanced. But anyway, so we get a 5 kilogram drum. There's no readings for wash, rinse performance and spin performance, etc. But it is a 1200 spin model. There's a 1400 spin model, the 74600. At the bottom here we've got a filter. What's different from the old generation is that there's a kit plate and this flip down door, but it is a similar setup with a pipe to drain and a twist cap filter there. We'll take a look at the control panel. Right, so I've just done 40 stain. Anyway, so let's go around it quickly. So we've got cottons, but your temperatures are all set out. And we've got an energy saving program which is at 67 degrees and uses less water. We've got your easy cares 60, 50, 40, 30, delicates 40 and 30, wools 40, 30 and gold, gentle rinsing, starching, pump out, spin and short spin. All the essential programs. So if we go back over again, we've got these options as well. We've got a pre-wash, which is a cold pre-wash, more like a pre-rinse really then if it's cold. But we've got soaking, which you can't have with pre-wash, but what it does do is you can hold the temperature at 40 degrees, and then at the end, you see it's about 30 odd, if you notice it's about 30, 40, about 50 minutes long or so, and at the end it'll drain and do its main wash after that. However, if you use delayed timer, what it will do is that for every hour you add on, if you select soaking, it will do the soak phase first, then the delayed timer will then kick in for however long you want it for, and therefore you can soak for several hours before continuing the actual main wash. This thus means that you can actually save energy still and get a better use of soaking feature, and so you can have up to, talking of the delay timer, up to around 19 hours. I think 19 hours, come on, faster! Yeah, 19 hours. Another feature on this is actually quick wash, which then the later generations are called short, and actually the early generations actually also called short as well, but for some reason they changed it to quick wash on these models. And if you notice, 60 degree cottons is now just 65 minutes long, and 40 is 49 minutes long, and same with easy cares, it's way less than an hour. And quick's actually available on everything, including woolens. See? Final thing is stain. Now this is a rather important option because it's only really available on AEGs in general. Starting pretty much with this model, but we're up to today with the latest 8000 series and 9000 series, stain still exists and it still does exactly the same. We apply it, it's 10 minutes added on, and that 10 minutes is crucial because it takes in the stain remover at 40 degrees during the cycle, holds it at 40 degrees, and then after that it continues to then heat up to its max temperature of whatever it is, whether it's 50 or 60 or 95, whatever. But strangely enough, stain is still available with 30 as well. The one feature they've done away from the previous series, which I've got here next to me, is the electronic door lock. Well, it's changed now. But it's a bit more advanced, so if we have a look at the little door light there, if I close the light, if I close the door, the door light changes from red to green and the start pause flashes, so you can actually start the machine. There's none of this, I can't start, if you start the machine then it doesn't do anything. Right, just take a look at the detergent drawer, because it's rather important, this one. I'm not going to add detergent right now, I'm going to add it in a minute. So, if we take a look over the top here, we've got little indicators here to remind you what everything is. So, if you notice, we've got this is pre-wash, this is the fabric softener, conditioner, this is washing powder, and it's got a little slash with liquid in. And then this one is in-wash stain treatment. So during the wash, like I said before, if stain is selected, water is added through here, and it's therefore adding stain treatment removers or even liquid bleach for laundry. Right, there's a little tiny switch down here. Now there's two settings, which is advancement from the old one, because the old one actually had one setting. It's very hard to see, it's a bit dark, the light's not going around here. Right, so setting 1 will add a cool down stage from 40 degrees upwards, and that's it. Whereas program 2 actually adds an extra rinse, and I think heightens the water levels as well, but not too sure on that as such. Right, the draw's really nice. It's quite chunky, so when you're pulling it out, there's a bit of a pull on that. And if you notice with age, of course, for some reason, depending where it's been stored, I think it's probably been stored in like a garage or something. It's just started to get a bit of rot there. But other than that, it's pretty much a standard. The labels are still on here. The OCO, the green machine, obviously Eco being always green, and then even under here as well. So I'm going to read that out for you if you can't read it. It says, only AEG appliances use microprocessors programmed with our latest fuzzy logic technology. This fuzzy logic results in running costs always being at an absolute minimum, whilst optimising the machine's performance according to your use. But basically what it actually means is it has an automatic half load sensor, as opposed to a manual one used in the previous series that I've got next to me. So what I'm going to do is leave that switch on to 2, and we're going to actually load up the laundry. We've got a load of baby clothes, that's why I left it on 2. A bit shy of a half load there, actually. We're going to select, I should select stain really, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it at 60, no options, with the sensitive actually added. So main wash powder in there, and we've got our fabric softener. And if you notice, I'm using a lot less detergent than I normally would on other machines. So I'm just going to start up and then explain why. So the reason why I'm using less detergent is what I've got to explain on the 645 video. This is the 72600. Is that it has something called an eco valve, but basically it's something that's actually on all modern brand new washing machines actually now. And the idea of the eco valve is actually just a little ball, and then if you notice it drained first, so that sucks the water down, right, and then when the water comes in here now, the water going in is through the pre-wash, so that fills up that eco ball. The ball rises up and actually creates a seal, temporary seal, so non-detergent ends up down wasted in the bottom of the machine. So during this stage here, the load is saturated, that's why water is basically soaked into the load, and then it will detect how big the load is, and then we'll add on more water depending on that size. So once it's detected, it will then add the detergent. Come on, cat. Come on. Don't look at that. Right, so the cycle has now ended. The door light is green. When it's lit green, you can open the door. This smells really good. And of course, the food stains have, well, near enough disappeared. My overall verdict. Just like the predecessors, these are really excellent, well-built machines. Now, the only noise that you could probably hear during spinning is some rattling, and that's because on my next review, I'm going to review the dryer. The dryer is making that noise. In fact, it's not even the dryer. In fact, it's the bits on top of the dryer that are actually vibrating. Just like the old model, it's actually pretty good. It does take a lot longer with the fact that the old model is home cold filled. This is just a cold fill only machine now. But it's still versatile in the amount of programs that are available. The only other downside is that easy cares can no longer go up to 95 degrees. But then again, they also stopped making special cots and design articles long before this was actually released. So, just like the predecessor, it gets a 9 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, if I was to do a scale, which I'm not very good at scales anyway. The downside is just the fact they have cut back on the lock, and for an AEG, a German machine, that's plastic. Miele's have always been chrome, and successors to after this also had chrome. And then eventually, when the Electrolux took over AEG, they became silver doors to make them stand out. Still, it's rugged, it's really well built, and I do love it. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon. Also, don't forget to check out the AEG Laverum 37700 video if it's already up and running. If it is, I'll put a link in the bottom down here. Thanks for watching.